Alright. So, last time we left off, I had body blocked this poor fool in, and then decided that, we were gonna spend the time convincing these two to get married, and convince these two to get married we did.
Yeah.
And now we can start doing the interesting thing of seeing who. Whoa.
She'll live, probably.
She'll live with a hit point, singular, but that's real scary. Because if memory serves, Aideen and Bridget have conversations with Andre, according to Texan.
Oh.
And I want my lore if there's lore to be had. Oh, look what we have here, my dear sister, the traitor, turning up at a place like this. Your sins have soiled the honor of my house, Jungbi, and now you must make your amends with your very life. Andre, what a pitiful man you've become. Also, hi, Fenris. Oh, that works out.
Nice.
What? Could it be? Bridget? So not only do I hear that you sunk as low as piracy, but now you are party to treasonous deeds. No matter what it takes, you, the shame of my house, must be put to a timely death. Enough. You murdered your own father. You, Andre, are the disgrace to Jungbi's honor, and to the good name of the Crusader Ulur.
Nice.
This can't be. Scorpius, avenge me. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Get to the chopper.
Man, so like, where are the rest of the baddies?
Don't worry. We'll get there.
Okay. Hey, oof.
No, that's about normal for her.
Oh yeah, those are problems. I see problems now. I like how their little HP bar doesn't move with them. It's like, hold on, we need a moment to catch up.
Yeah, it doesn't update while there's movement being had, but that's an understandable thing.
I honestly just think it's funny.
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Love it.
I don't think it's really that obtrusive in the first place, and quite simply, it's still better than I could have done with anything like this, so...
I mean, I didn't think it was obtrusive either. I just thought it was a funny little thing.
Yeah, it's a charming little...
Yeah, that's how I feel about it. It's pretty dang cute.
Well, I gotta hydrate.
Oh.
Thank you. You know what, dude? Just Go back to the castle. I am not going to use you. Who's still in the castle? Babby Rogue and Mr. Five Movement.
Yeah. That guy's not a looker. 5 movements was
in a game of 64 by 64. It's just really. I was expecting reinforcements by now.
Yes, you have to murder everything first. Yeah, that's such a useful feature. Huh.
Oh, those are all brave axes.
I love it.
Alright. In most cases, I'm like, nah, we're not going to get too spicy, except with Era. And we could probably get spicy with Lewin and his ridiculous evade rate. That is not a fantastic...
At least the staff went up. It could have been worse. It could have been an empty level.
It could have been an empty level. And me getting really sad about it.
Whoa. Do you have Arden married?
No.
Well. Oh well. She's so cute.
After I capture the castle, there is a quote-unquote cutscene where I have to wait a few turns and wait for all of the dialogue to finish, and I may want to end the stream on that. Okay. Because the way that you write that suggests that after that is going to be, like, some kind of big reveal or some kind of, okay, we're good, fam. Now the question is, are y'all gonna move?
I hope they move.
Like, please come attack Era and Lewin. They're in range. Don't you want to hit them?
Nope. That's annoying.
Can't believe that this is about to be the strat, but literally nothing in this frickin'... Oh, you get... Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. This is going to be kind of a raffle stomp.
Well,
I'm just gonna take my most evasive characters and send them in anyway.
Ooh. He'll probably be fine.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god. He reaches.
Yeah.
He actually he reaches. He heals everybody within 10 squares. And it just so
Good job,
happens
Long
that
Claw.
Era is just on the edge of, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, perfection.
Wow.
Oh, I forgot to change all of Raj's messages in the chat bot. He still thinks we're playing Balatro.
Oh well.
He is indeed right that Balatro is indeed a good time.
I don't know what that game is.
I will have to show you later, because it is a pretty magical thing, let me tell you.
Okay. I feel like the confusion bar is going to go up for me, though.
You mentioned being good at math. Do numbers...
I was a math major.
Do numbers getting big and getting big fast make your brain go brr?
Well, it depends. What kind of math am I doing on it?
You're multiplying your score by things.
Does the multiplier, okay.
Because if you like the idea of making your score go up, and then multiplying it, and then multiplying it again, and then multiplying it again...
Wait, was that card game?
Yeah.
Oh, the poker thingamajig.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea how that thing worked.
Oh, it's phenomenal. It takes a little bit of adjustment to it, but once you get it, it's just... It's an incredibly clever, incredibly fun game.
Okay. Yeah, brave accent. I don't know why, but just bum bum.
Wait, can you visit? You can visit this turn. It's terrifying just how far Granvale has fallen from the peaceful nation it used to be. All they ever do these days is set their army on every country they can get their hands on. Prince Kurth would be utterly ashamed to know what's become of his beloved Granvale. You'd have to do something. I'm begging you, go to Granvale. Take the country back from the wicked folk who are perverting all it holds dear. I did forget the convo battle with his dad, but you know what? It's okay because we're just spending some time getting rid of these pesky, you know, shooty things that can shooty thing from a big shooty thing distance.
Yeah, forget the shooty things. They die now.
Nice.
That's 2 shooty things down.
What? And then Lex can go have his conversation with his father.
No.
And also, we need to visit this village anyway, so it's all good.
Eventually I'll figure out which character is which. Oh, that's a murder.
Yep. See, I loved how the old games got to the point where when you started getting enough health, you just started getting a second health bar. Oh no. Empty level.
That was sad.
It was unhappy.
He did so good too.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, that worked well for them. Gosh, I don't know why, but the graphics are just so charming.
I can't wait to hear your reactions to the Game Boy Advance Fire Emblems then. Because the Game Boy Advance Fire Emblems have such amazing pixel artwork.
I've played very little of the Game Boy Advance Fire Emblems. Like, I started one, and then I was like, man, this is really hard.
It's been a while since Granville beat Isaac in the war, but they're struggling to put down resistance out in its farthest corners. But the people of Isaac ain't giving up hope. Prince Shannon's still out there, you know? And they know someday he'll lead them to freedom.
Money! Nice dialogue, I mean.
Kind of hilarious.
I totally meant nice dialogue.
Raise your sword, and...
Dead.
Alright, manual marks I don't have to worry about, because this guy is going to be a thing of the past in a couple of turns.
I'm excited. I want to see the story. How's he shooting her? Oh, she can fight back. Or not. Oh, right. She's just out of range. I'm a dork.
Actually, we're gonna do it this way because you have Kanto and you can get out of the way afterwards.
I feel like Mana Bender did not like what another Texan has said.
Mana Bender's having some PTSD, don't worry about it.
I mean, I've played Conquest, and if it wasn't for easy baby mode, I would have been screwed. That was real hard. Like, they just want you and everyone you love to die.
I played Conquest on hard my first playthrough. I did not play Maddening. But I did play hard. I did have to use the Bifrost staff to do it deathless, and it was on the final boss map.
Oh, wow.
And I just remember, at the time when it came out, everybody was like, oh my god, Chapter 10 is the hardest thing that's ever been in a Fire Emblem game before. And half of me was like, yeah, I don't believe you. And then the other half of me was like, but if it's true, I'm excited for it. And I beat the map on my first try with no deaths and no issues. And when I, told people about it, the first wave that I got was, we don't believe you, you're a fucking liar. And then the second wave was, what was your strategy?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I was on hard, because I didn't yet have... I did not have the pedigree with Fire Emblem that I back then. That was still back when I was, really, really getting into the series. Really hardcore getting into the series, because... Yeah, Conquest Lunatic will destroy mortals.
You never want to do that. I'm not gonna lie. I tend to do the hit it till it dies approach as my strategy, and my strategy isn't a good one. So when I do that in Conquest, I die, and then I go, oh, maybe I should have thought of a better plan. And I played Conquest first out of the 3 routes.
Behold the might of the checkerboard pattern.
It's beautiful.
I actually broke Engage's programming on one map with the checkerboard pattern. Like, I've set up a checkerboard pattern when Mavier had the ability to... Oh, look, YouTube, I'm about to spoil a late bit of Conquest, fair warning. Monobender's about to tell a story, I'm about to tell a different story. We're storytellers here, we're bards deep down.
Story time!
But, yeah. Yeah, no, that was hard for me, too. Yeah, no, if you are... Yeah. I am damaged.
Oh, yeah? I remember seeing that and being like, you didn't have... I mean, I guess you did, but you... And then...
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, we're gonna save here because we can, and we're gonna... Wow, this is an obscenely bad idea. Oh my god!
I don't like that one.
Wow!
That looks like death.
It's not gonna kill him, but it's gonna suck. Lex, vile traitor! You would turn your axe on your own father? Shame on you! That's right, shame on me. Just like you've always said. This is fate, father. Forgive me.
Nope, at least he missed. Good level up, good level up, good level up.
On top of that, that was his level cap level against his own father.
I love it. Alright, now we just made him to death.
That was a pity damage, because the no damage thing was not a thing yet.
Oh. Ooh.
Pavis. That little shield and the ting. Oh my god.
Why did that shield work twice?
Because he has a 30% chance of just not taking damage. And then he gets critical.
Oh shit.
Impossible. How could I fall like this? Danon, don't fail me.
Okay. Right then.
And then it swaps to the Victorious music because it's just like, wow, you sure look like you've handled all of your foes.
But then there's more.
But we have storyline to do.
I love story.
That was quite the fierce bout, sire. And to think, none of them were Granville's elite. Listen, Oife, I need to ask something of you. Of course, sire. What is it? As I recall, the territory of Isaac should be very close to the northeast of Lubeck. From what I've heard, ever since Granville won the war, Isaac has been governed by Danon, Lingbald's eldest son. But I'd wager his influence is yet to reach much of the country's span, so... I beg your pardon, sire? Are you seriously asking me to abandon you for safety, now of all times? No, I refuse. I will not leave you, sire. I'm here for you no matter what, till I draw my last breath. Oife, listen. I know this is a huge imposition, but please, just hear me out. I don't want to lose Seliph. He isn't even 2 years old yet. I can hardly fight with an infant in tow. Please, Oife, take care of Seliph. Take him and find refuge from this blasted war. I know I can trust you, Oife. You are my only hope. Sire, Very well. I'll take Lord Seliph. I'll protect him no matter what happens. That said, you have to promise me. Promise me that you'll come for us as soon as this war is over. I won't leave you if you can't promise that. Of course, I swear I'll come for the two of you. Thank you. Hold it! I promised Deirdre that I'd look after Seliph no matter what. I won't hand him over to anyone, not even Oife, until Deirdre says I can. Calm down, Shannon. I know you're still hurt about losing Deirdre, but this isn't helping. It's okay. You'll be fine with Oife. No, I need to protect Seliph, and you're forgetting that the people of Isaac won't exactly be happy to see more Grand Valians. Oife alone won't last a minute there, but if I'm there, it'll be okay. Who better to protect Seliph and Isaac than the Prince of Isaac? Please, I promised her. Now that he mentions it, sire, I would be a tad more at ease if Shannon was there as well. I know you're reluctant to involve one as young as Shannon in something so dangerous, but I think we can agree he's become a talented warrior. Not to mention, I'll need Shannon to secure the people's support. I'm sorry to burden you more, Shannon, but please, take care of Seliph for me. Okay, leave it to me. I'm gonna keep getting stronger and nobody will ever hurt Seliph. I'll teach him all about Deirdre, but I wonder how he'll take what happened. I suppose we should get going then. Farewell, sire. Take care of yourself. I pray victory and clemency find you as soon as possible. Thank you, Oife. Be careful out there. Yes, sir. The tiny little sprite holding the tiny little baby.
Oh my god.
Technically, if I had used them, I would get some of my rewinds back. I haven't used any. Does that mean I get a sixth one? I never thought I'd get to this point, but whatever.
I mean, we could always do a little poll. Does he get a 6 rewind?
Hey, did I save? Oh, I know. I figured that was not the cutscene you were talking about.
I thought that was the cutscene he was talking about, but alright. Oh. There's more!
You're bringing horses into desert, what's wrong with you?
That's a lot of desert horses.
Gentlemen, we've not much further to go. Keep giving it your best. Rumor has it that Sigurd's army should be moving south through the Yeed Desert. If we keep this pace north, we should be able to rendezvous with them sooner or later. Juan's back.
Oh, they're good guys.
Murder wife! Murder wife, he's back! Okay, so Ethlyn was a healer that I was convinced was worth working on, and then we got her a sword just right and promoted her, and she was my original evasion tank.
Oh.
You and your father were too generous sparing so many soldiers to help my brother, even though your father is presently so ill. Yeah, she's a healer with 5% magic growth, and yet somehow I looked at her and thought, you're probably worth working on. And then I was right.
Nice.
But are you sure you're both willing to risk crossing a nation as all-powerful as Granvale? She's an evasion tank that also happens to have a box of band-aids. The very thought is terrifying. Ethlyn, you know as well as I that Leinster, a nation built on the legacy of the Crusader Nova, is far stronger than its size suggests. No matter what happens, I could never regret giving my all for a cause as just as Sigurd's. My father feels precisely the same way. There's nothing to worry about, Ethlyn. After all, I'm wielding none other than Gaybold. I'll never fail with it at my side. Sigurd could certainly stand to have my aid. I suppose you're right. He'd appreciate any help at this point. Ethlyn will be entering hostile territory very shortly. The enemy could ambush us at any moment, so... Actually, Quan, I've been thinking this over quite a bit, and I'm coming with you after all. I'd like to see my brother again, and I simply can't abandon you now. I can't allow that. I let you come with me solely because you promised to return home part way. To say nothing of Altena's presence. Look at her, a mere babe of 3 years, curled up to slumber in her mother's lap. Should we be attacked, what then? Why, I'd fight my hardest to protect her. Nobody could possibly seize her from me. I certainly never intended at first to take her with us, but she simply wouldn't stop crying when I tried to leave her behind. You're right, though. You're right. I'll take her home. Ethelyn, I'm sorry. I assure you I do know precisely how you feel, but Leaf is barely born and waiting for you at home. Spoiler alert, Leaf is the main character of Fire Emblem 5.
I actually know who Leaf is, which is why my eyes widened, which you couldn't see, and I went, oh!
Our children need their mother. Please, Ethelyn, return home. I left Finn to defend the capital. You'll be safe with him. Very well, but I'd like just a little more time. I want to stay by your side a little longer. Please, Quan. Ethelyn. Very well. We have a little more time to spare.
Now they get attacked. Yep.
Note that these are not green units. They're yellow units. Ah, Quan. The poor sod still has no clue we're tailing him. And there's a woman with him. What a clumsy mistake. Why, I dare say this is the long-awaited end of Leinster's famous Lanzenritter. Those hooves will be sinking clean into the sand. They can't so much as flail at us. Men, close in. This is it. Thracia's destiny lies before us, ripe for the grasping. What? Thracia Draconites? No, you cannot be serious. Travant has been at our heels all along. Ethelyn, run! We've no hope of victory in this blasted desert. But what will you do? They're like wild hyenas, Ethelyn. Children are little more than easy targets for them. Thracia has sought to reconquer our territory for centuries. I thought my absence would be taken as an invitation, so I left Finn behind with half the army in case they made the obvious move. Not once, not even once did I ever suspect they would pursue us instead. This was all a mistake. You can't give up now, Quan. You'll be okay. We're together, aren't we? At the very least, together we'll not go down easily. Ethelyn, forgive me, please. This cannot be like it was last chapter where I had to watch units die.
Uh-oh.
I'm not going to be able to go down there and do anything about this, am I?
Don't
tell me it's a repeat. Because they did this in a previous chapter where I had to watch 2 sets of... I can't go, so I have to watch this happen.
Oh, no.
Oh, not again. Please, 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 not again.
Man, this is
I see. Duke Langbald fell in battle. Arvis, what are we supposed to do now? Oh, I need a drink of water if I'm going to continue that voice.
Yeah, it seems like a hard voice.
It was you who insisted that, even if we left the bulk of our armies on conquest with our sons, Sigurd would pose no threat to me at all. The situation before us is not the outcome you promised me. Reptor, your overreaction is baseless. The deck is still stacked in our favor. So if it's baseless, does that mean his overreaction is cringe? The Veltomer army is already lying in wait for the rebels in the Yeed Desert's depths. Furthermore, Thracian sellswords should be arriving to reinforce us at any moment. The enemy will assuredly be exhausted. So long as my army and yours cooperate, Sigurd and his rebels ought to fall with ease. I'm holding you to your word this time, Arvis. Remember, I've no objection to you alone claiming the throne once Asma finally dies. But don't you dare forget your allies. Of course. Must I remind you? The instant the dust of this war settles, House Frege will be granted the Augustrian throne to govern. House Dozel, meanwhile, will be entrusted with the rule of Isaac. Rest assured, Raptor, I will honor your rights to these territories. Very well. Then I, too, will fight with all I have. Greetings, Lord Arvis. The plan proceeds precisely on time, I see. Manfroy, if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. You must not show your face here. Until the Granville throne is mine, I cannot allow you or your brethren to appear in public. Do you not understand? Oh, we understand. We understand how you indulge the greed of men as vile as Reptor and Langbolt. We understand how even then you still will not concede the very fact of our existence. The plan was to use those two buffoons until they could be used no further, then cast them aside and use their sons in their stead, was it not? But hear me well, Manfroy. I refuse to have any part in the revival of your Loptir empire. I've no desire to oppress your cult, but I've even less of a desire to consign the world to your Dark Lord's rule. Remember this well. Yes, the blood of Loptir's scion flows in my veins, but there is so much more to me than that. My Loptirian heritage is that of Saint Myra, a man who fought for the rights of the people. And more importantly, I am the one true heir of the Crusader Vala, Loptir's sworn enemy. I will change this world for the better. Under my rule, humanity shall be free from the pain of prejudice, tyranny, and oppression. What a pity it is that Sigurd must die, but alas, all things require sacrifice. Oh, a sacrifice for the sake of the Lady Deirdre, you mean? You are terrified, Lord Arthas. You fear her memory may someday return. Don't you dare bring her into this. Need I remind you? We are in love. Nothing will ever come between us. I suppose you two need to hasten to make proof of this love of yours. Proof that one will one day grow up and rise to be a most magnificent king.
Oof. Why do I feel like the villain's going to be the kid?
The rebels are finally headed this way? Excellent. Let them walk right into the range of my welcoming gift. Meteor spells. This desert will gladly claim their bodies.
Oh no. Oh,
I'm
no.
sorry, excuse me?
What? There's immediately a snap?
Range 3 to 10.
Oh.
Oh, and there's a bunch of them, and they are on... They're surrounded by cliffs, so it's not like it's easy to get to them. Excuse the fuck out of me. You're joking. You can't be serious about this.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and you have 5 authority stars.
That's a lot of authority stars.
Oh, and they're chasing a bunch of mounted knights, and they all have horse slayers.
Oh. And you can't move them, can you?
I can't attack them, I can't interfere. Oh, sleep. Okay, so I guess what happens is we reposition everybody out of range and Quan and Ethlyn are the cutscene you're talking about. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh.
I have very unpleasant feelings about this.
Ooh.
I have really bad feelings about this. There you go, wifey. Have my money. That's a thing that you're allowed to do with married couples, is let them share money. Oh, Quan, Ethlyn. Yeah, they all have horse slayers, so...
Ooh,
This is just like when I was watching the Pegasus Knights, and then along come those fuckers with the brave bows.
Oh. This game is pain. No, don't tell me that... Oh, you've got to be kidding. We all die.
Well, at least Ethlyn's doing evasion tank things. Also, Rose, have you noticed that there are two red-colored factions.
2 red-colored factions?
Yes, because these are Veltomer units.
Oh.
But she's a Finora unit.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not player phase, enemy phase. It's faction phases.
Oh.
Away, Thracian beasts! So long as I hold Gaybold, only one of us will live this day. Oh, there was the pity damage. Oh, this is...
No.
Oh, no.
Oh no! This has to be scripted.
It is, I think. I don't know. Oh, there was an actual scream. Tell Quan this. If he doesn't surrender Gaybolg, his daughter will meet an untimely end. Your move, Quan. Your move.
Ooh.
And so ends Quan. Magorn, you're in charge now. Head north and give Sigurd's army a fair share of grief. Let none of them escape. There's a fine bounty on each traitorous head, after all. Yes, sir. That said, what are we supposed to do with this child? She's just crying and crying. We don't know how to handle this. Shall I put her out of her misery, sir? Certainly not. Hand her over to me. She and Gaybolg are coming with me back to Thracia. Can't say I expected this, sir. If I may, why exactly are you taking her home with you? Moron! You've no need to know. Keep that mouth of yours out of business that isn't yours. Yes, sir. I beg your forgiveness, sir. By your leave, sir, we will pursue Sigurd's rebels. Good. Don't fail me. And now they're all red. No, he's taking the kid. He's taking the kid and the legendary lance, because only holy blood can carry the legendary lance, and that kid has that holy blood.
He's gonna raise the kid to use the lance against the future.
Yeah. Yeah, you figured that out quick. Oh, God.
That was so painful.
It's the second time I've had to deal with something like that this playthrough. I worked so hard on Ethlyn. I worked so hard on her. I'm not equipped for this. Yeah, no, Tex, I understand why you're like, yeah, you're probably gonna want to end stream after that. I don't want to play anymore. I'm good. I need to recover after that. Holy fuck. Alright.
That sucked.
Yeah. You know what didn't suck, though?
What?
Having you and the co-hosting with us, so.
Oh, thank you.
Alright. Hey everyone, remember to do all that stuff all the other YouTubers tell you to do.